But I want to start your day with some really good news. It's not surprising news, but I can never say it quite enough. There has never been a better time to have been born a woman, at least in our country, in the place where we live and work, and many of us live and work. And here's some more good news. We can take the privilege and the responsibility and make sure that that reality and that good news is true for every woman and girl, because so many of them are still born in places where the news is quite different, where the reality for them to realize their potential is very limited. What we have, what we can aspire to, personal happiness and professional fulfillment, those are not even possibilities for millions of others. And that matters. It matters to them, of course, but it also matters to us. Because we are the ones with the power, and with that power comes responsibility. I'm going to talk more about the responsibility part after you've had another sip of coffee. But my purpose this morning is to sound a clarion call. I want to talk about the huge opportunity, and in my opinion, the even bigger responsibility, to seize our power, to seize this good news and the privileges that come with it, and to create a future that we want for ourselves, that we want for our children and grandchildren. It's 11, by the way, now. To shape a future that we believe must be possible for every woman and girl on this planet. Now, that's a lot to take in so early in the morning. I feel an urgency about it based on many years of watching our progress go far too slowly. It's time now for all of us as accomplished, successful women to use every opportunity like this when we get together to learn from each other, to listen to each other's stories, and in doing so, to more fully understand the challenges that we face. Yes, there's still many, but to more fully understand the challenges that remain for so many others. And to understand then more fully what we individually and collectively can do to come up with new approaches to problem solving. Goodness knows we have enough of them. To support a new model of leadership. That will move us closer to a world where being born a woman anywhere can come with the freedoms necessary and the opportunities to pursue happiness and fulfillment. So let's begin with what we have. Two big assets, media and money. What you have in those beautiful designer bags I see sitting by your chairs, and what you're holding in your hand, probably out of sight so that you can check emails and text and tweet during this talk. They are the two most powerful assets any generation of women ever had. There is more wealth in the hands of women than there has ever been at any time in history. We are moving very fast on a trajectory toward owning and controlling 40% of the wealth in the world, mostly in the West and in the East, and certainly not in the global South. So is this wealth making us more powerful as well as more prosperous? That's a question I want us to think about. And then we have media, the media and technology that is more transformative, more influential, more powerful than it has ever been before. Let's just take the mobile phones, the mobile technology I referred to, transformative in ways that are making it possible now, not only for us to be connected to our work, our families, anytime, anywhere, they're making it possible to change lives. In rural Afghanistan, for example, babies are no longer dying in childbirth, and neither are their mothers. In the places where women have been given mobile phones and can text to physicians who are looking at their scans taken by those same mobile phones and texting back to them critical, life-saving information. Yes, those same mobile phones that you and I are tweeting about where we meet for coffee. We tweet more important things too. But mobile phones equipped in the Congo with alert buttons and GPS mapping systems are quite literally saving lives. because there women and girls have to go into the woods to collect the fire that cooks the food, and when they're in the woods, they're vulnerable to the rebel forces that are raping one woman every 20 minutes in the Democratic Republic of Congo. But these mobile phones allow the women who have these specially equipped ones to hit an alert button. It immediately alerts all the other women in the woods as to where the rebel forces are. And their location is mapped on the GPS system, powered by Yishashidi, a new platform developed by a wonderful young couple. So these smartphones are saving lives. In Kenya, mobile phones are being used by women farmers to collect accurate payments through the mobile banking that records the exact amount of the coffee or the beans, tea that they delivered to market instead of the way they were cheated before, that then takes their mobile phone to the bank and their money goes directly into their deposit. Kenya could become the first cashless society on earth. Kenyan women farmers are leading a revolution toward more transparency and accuracy and accountability. When I witness these uses of mobile technologies, which I've been privileged to do around the world, and I see the way that phones and the internet and all the technologies, and by the way, old media too, like radio, when it's in the hands of women, they do so many powerful things.